Hello and welcome to the 2.5 minute warning for Monday, the 25th day of September 2017. Welcome. My name is Derek. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the daily, hourly, and 4 hour time frames. Everything you do is within your own risk and your own reward. We'll take a look at pattern recognition, the head and shoulders pattern, as well as its inverted head and shoulders pattern as well. So then with all this intro stuff out of the way, let's get started on the daily for Bitcoin. We have seen a little bit of a correctionary move over the last month or so and change. It did so back in the summer as well. It had a brief period in which it had a declining 18 average, and it's in such right now. What I do like about this market, it's had about 3 or 4 days where it actually has been holding this 18 average of lows, which is really what's the main important thing here to stop this bear market from coming into place, or at least a significant leg lower. It does have to get above this 18 average of highs in my book to at least start considering the fact that this thing could be deemed as, okay, this bullish, ready to go. There's a good chance we're going to have gains in the future, and so on and so forth. But I do like how it's been holding in here. Let's move on to the 4 hour time frame. And let's talk about the head and shoulders pattern, which is left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And the completion of the pattern is when you reach the neckline, and then breaking below is when the action of that would take place. And the action would be a price decline, probably down to the previous low. But and this is not going to look good based on, of course, the obvious, but that's the basic pattern which you can see in here. But it's got to get below this a certain level, and what we're seeing right now on this chart is that it's been holding this move in here. But what I really like is 3 periods right now not doing much, but actually doing a lot, supporting the 18 average of highs. And let's take a look at this on the 60-minute time frame. And we can see those few periods, so more of them in here, but it's actually consolidated this gain through time. It has met up with this 18 average. And like always, when you see situations like that, breaking the key resistance, making the higher lows, you're expecting to have another leg higher. But in this situation, we can see an inverted head and shoulders pattern where we have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. A neckline, you could say, was originally here, but I guess it's been extended up towards this area. Breaking above here, you'd be looking, I would think, to a move up towards this upper end. I know this is going to be a little more than 2.5 minutes, but I got to go with the actual information that's important. And that is, when you have the big gains, that's where you would expect the leg, but leg to go towards. 39.50, I mentioned, is the 18 average of highs on the daily term time frame, which means that would also stay on its move. Okay, it looks like it would be ready to get going. So a lot of big things would be happening if this thing does manage to make a spark move above the 3,800, as there could be a lot of upward action if that's the case. And of course, breaking down below here, we could have a 500-point drop down to 3,000. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.